Hey everyone, and welcome to Kaswell's Kappa, the channel where you learn how to work on your Kappa step by step. In today's video, we're going to learn how to replace the glove box frame, and I'll provide you with everything you need ranging from tools, torque specs, and service manual page numbers. If you have a Solstice, this procedure will not work for you. It is solely for the Saturn Sky. But I will upload something like this later on for you to check out, and if I do, it'll have a little info card in one of these two corners. But without further ado, let's get to the video. So where is the glove box frame, or what is it? Well, if we come look at our passenger side, as we can see, we have our glove box right here. We open her up, we got all of our stuff inside. Well, the thing that constitutes as the frame is this entire assembly up until the trim around the radio. So we got this whole piece right here that even descends back into the dash a little bit. That's going to be the frame, and that's what we're going to be removing today. Now, before we touch anything on the glove box frame, the first thing we'll need to remove is this end piece on the dash. Just grab a flathead or a little flat panel tool. Make sure to hold it in place because it will fly out on you. Try to squeeze it in there if you can. Just like there. There's 3 little tabs holding it in. Just like that, that's out. And now look in here, as we can see, there's 3 bolts. There's one here, here, and then there's one farther down. We're going to remove 2 of these. It'll be the bottom ones. These are what helps hold on the glove box frame. So we're going to go ahead and remove these, and these are 7mm sockets, or bolts. Next, we're going to focus on what's called the insulator panel, and it's going to be right down here. As you can see, we have a bolt right here, and we have a little clip right here. Both of these need to be removed. This, just grab a panel, or you can just grab the little side, pull down like so, like that, it's undone. And then on this side, it's another 7mm bolt. Remove this bolt. Once this bolt is removed, there's a chance of this whole panel just sliding off, but as you can see, mine didn't. It's pretty snug in here. There's also a little hanger on the inside of this dash piece right here, so it prevents it from fully falling down. But as we can see, give it a little nudge, and it should fall down. What am I caught on here? Take this off real quick. If you do have a little underglow lights like me, don't forget to unhook that panel or that connection. So it's just like that. It was caught behind that dash piece right there, as you can see. Still caught on the right side. Just kind of take it up and slide it out. As you can see, here's the hanger. Just take the panel and set it to the side. Once that panel is off, we're going to open our glove box. We're going to take everything out of it. Once everything in the glove box is removed, the next thing we'll need to remove is this dampener right here, which is real easy to remove. Just take your fingers, push down on it, slide it back, but just don't let go of it or it's going bye-bye. Once the dampener is removed, coming back underneath the glove box, we're going to have 2 pins holding on the glove box. There's going to be one here and one here. To remove this one, you're going to slide the pin this way. So just take your finger, push it out, and then bring it out the rest of the way like so. Same thing for this side. Oops, excuse me. Same thing for this side. Push and pull out. Your glove box is going to shift a little bit. That's a good sign. Now we can move on to actually removing it. Now that the pins are removed, we're going to slowly open our glove box, lower it down till it nestles. We're going to pick it up. We're going to tilt it down and then just slide it out like so. If you need another look, I'll show you right here. Okay, so bring it up a little bit, move it to the right, tilt it down, and then just slide it on out like so. Now that the glove box is out of the way, we can move on to removing the frame. To remove the frame, there's 4 or 5 bolts still holding it on. The first 2 are behind these caps. You'll need a small and thin screwdriver to get underneath the panels here, because your panel tool most likely won't get underneath it. So as we can see, there's the 2 bolts there. Our next bolts are going to be lower. There's going to be one here, and there's going to be one here. And I can't remember if there's another back there, but I think it may just be these 4 holding it on. If there's another one, I'll show you. But now that we've located the bolts, oh yes, there is, right here. Right here is your 5th bolt, right next to your lock hinge. I forget what that's called. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that we've located it, let's remove them and get this frame out. Now that all the bolts are out, your glove box frame should just be kind of suspended, but it should be pretty wiggly. There's some hold down points or some clips, I believe, that are up here, keeping it from falling face first, which is good because there's an electrical connection right here that we need to disconnect when we remove the frame, so we don't want it just falling on its face. So to remove this, simply grab it. We're going to lift it this way towards the passenger seat, gently, like so. There you go. I'm going to slowly come this way, and I'll show you the connection, but there's a connector right here. So don't, as you can see, it doesn't go very far, so don't just rip it out. Be very gentle, and let's disconnect that connector. Now when it comes to removing this connector, it's a real pain. It's just a tab on the bottom, but instead of it, being a push in and pull out, you got to pull down. So you got to push the tab out, pull it, and then pull it out. It's freaking dumb. So, I mean, good grief. Let's see here. Okay. All right, just like that, connection's out, and we can remove the glove box frame safely. When it comes to reinstalling everything, first we're going to start with the connector. Grab it and just push it into place until it clicks. I think that clicked. Yeah, that clicked. And now that that's done, we can install our glove box frame. When it comes to installing the frame, we got little places for our clips and little holes to go into. So there's a clip on this edge here. There should be a little hole for this to go into. Just line everything up, and it might click like that. That clicked into place, but the rest aren't. Make sure the holes down there are centered as well. And now we can take our bolts and install them. When it comes to installing the bolts, remember there are 5 total. 1 here, 1 underneath next to the lock, 3, and then there's going to be 2 down here. When it comes to torquing these down, it's 10 Newton meters or 89 inch-pounds, but we're just going to get these snug with our little ratchet wrench. Next, we'll install the glove box. Take it, I'm going to do the opposite of what we did earlier. Angle it, slide it in, set it in place. We're going to go ahead and close it up, and then we can install the pins. When it comes to installing the pins, we're going to install them in the opposite fashion. So we took this one out that way. I'm going to install it this way. Just be sure to lift the glove box a little bit since it is sagging so that the holes line up. Okay, there's that one. And then this side's broke, this pin right here, so I might have trouble. You won't, but we'll see if I can get this on the first try. I guarantee you I won't. It might go flying. Oh, I got it. Yes. So that's how you're going to install the pins. Let's install the dampener. Now when we let go of the dampener, it came and nestled inside of the glove box area in here. To get to it, we're going to have to lift the glove box a little bit to give us some slack. Shove our fingers in here, pull it down, and there's our dampener. When it comes to installing the dampener, make sure your pyramid is facing up. Mine's not. Hang on, let me fix that. There we go. Make sure the pyramid is facing up. Slide it in. Push up until it clicks like that. Your dampener is installed. Once your dampener is installed, throw everything back in your glove box, close her up. But before you do, don't forget to install the trim over your bolts here. There's a little hinge on the bottom. So the bigger, there's 2 holes, a big one on the bottom and a small one up top. The hinge goes on the bottom, put it there, click it in place. Same thing on this side. That's done. Put stuff in your glove box, close it up, and let's put on the bolts on the side and the end piece. Go ahead, grab both your bolts, get them started, and then you'll tighten them down. Once those are tightened down, we'll put on the end piece. Once the bolts are on, we're going to install the end of the dash trim. Make sure this little right angle is facing down and the soft curve is facing up. You're going to slide this piece behind the door trim right here, and you're going to look, as you can see, there's a clip here, and a clip here. You have a little hole right here. That hole's going to go here, clip, clip, clip. These can break, and I've seen them break before, so be very careful when lining these up. Okay, and then pop it all in place like that. That's done. Let's install the kick panel or the insulator panel. When it comes to installing the insulator panel, remember there's a little hanger on the right side that's going to go underneath or behind this trim. I'm going to take it and slide it in place, and then I'm going to nestle it up top. Okay, once again, hanger is hung. I'm going to take this, I'm going to slide it up until it's nestled in place, like so. I'm going to take the clip here, slide it in place. It'll click. And then we're going to grab my bolt. We're going to install it on this side right here. Remember, 7mm. And then once that's installed, you have completed this procedure. All right, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that it helped you out and that you learned something new. I want to remind y'all to check out the channel website, kaswellskappa.wixsite.com/kaswellskappa for more Kappa procedures if y'all need them done. I got a whole library that y'all can check out of about 100, maybe 100 videos now, but maybe 90. But y'all can check those out if y'all need to do more things on your Kappa. But that's all I have for y'all today, and I will see y'all next time. Until then.